Yo, 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 what's good? What is happening? Where's everyone at? Come on, where's everyone at? Who's in panic mode? Because you shouldn't be. COD Squad, what's going on? Ah, Jesus, Skywalker, man. My days. What's going on, people? What's happening? Is everyone all good? Where's the love, man? What's happening? Oh, guys, no, don't be telling me that. It's not fucked. No, it's not fucked. There's no such thing. There's no panic. Come on, come on. Guys, you should not be... Oh, my days. Now you got me all pissed. Ah. Okay, look. Okay. Let's get some charts up, man. Let's get some screens up just to help you guys understand what the dealio is. Okay, let's go. Let's get straight into it and we'll do our hellos and what's good straight after. All right? Yes. Cryptological order. You certainly do have cryptological order, my friend. They are trapping everyone up. Okay, they are bringing all the weak players into the game. Okay, all the people that are like, yeah, short Bitcoin, short Bitcoin. Okay, yeah, it could drop down a little bit more. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, but until we break this low here, I need Bitcoin to break this. If it breaks this area, fine. Okay, that's 47. That doesn't mean anything to me. Doesn't mean anything to me. It's still within what we expect it to be. Look at the Asian, look at the psychological high and low. All right, the new high and the new low has been set. If you remember, last week's psychological low was the 46 mark. Okay, which was down around about this area here. All right. Notable volume coming in. Now they're trying to spike the low. Okay. Till it breaks this point. If it breaks this point and continues lower, we will have ourselves potentially the first leg. Another first leg. Okay. But let's see what happens. Let's see if the market maker's intention is there. Let's see how many people are feeling fearful and scared. How many people are going to try and drop onto Bitcoin, sell their Bitcoin, go short on Bitcoin. Let's see how many people get trapped. We need to see what happens, guys. Remember, this shouldn't be a problem for us. Now, holders, investors, different story. Okay, this is why you are an investor and a holder, because your nature of your game is you sit through these sort of things. But if you're a trader, you shouldn't even be in a position right now. Okay, you need to wait for confirmation for things to play out. Okay, so we will know when Bitcoin, when the intention is there, if it breaks lower. If it breaks lower and it completely drops, we could only see the range daily low and potentially bounce back. That's okay. I'm okay with that, and so should you. You know, you guys should be, you guys should be watching this like hawks. Skywalker, yeah, we had this conversation, bro. I had this conversation with Skywalker earlier on. Okay, he was asking hypothetically if price was to break this zone. Okay, what would be the signal as such? Well, if it is to break this area here, all right, it all depends on how long you decide to be in the trade for. All right, as a scalper, when it breaks a zone, happy days, man. That's the sort of thing that we want as scalpers. Okay. But we're focusing on the hour cycle, okay? And we look for the 15-minute. We look for the bigger patterns, all right? Get yourself proficient in this strategy before you consider the 1 minute time frame. The 1 minute time frame is the trickery. It's the fuckery. It's the manipulation at its best. You'll see weekly cycles happen in an hour. Do you understand that? Weekly cycles happen in an hour on the 1 minute time frame. You've got to be careful with that time frame, guys. There's no pissing about on that time frame. Get yourself proficient on the 1 hour, 15-minute, then jump to the 1 minute time frame if you're ready to take the beast by the horns. You can use the 1 minute time frame as a reference point, okay, where you can see price working up and down in a range which would look like it's effectively creating a pattern, the start of a pattern, but you've got to be careful. All right, get yourself a large sample size of trades, successful trades on the 1 hour and the 15. Happy days. Now that that's out of the way, what's good, people? How is everyone? Did everyone enjoy the Call of Duty last night? Man, that messed me up, man. There was 3 hours prep for that. Mad respect for Infinex and Mike Dutch. Okay, you know, they took the time to sit and set this up for me, and I was just losing my mind. I was completely done. I had myself one alcoholic drink. All right, I had 1 pint. All right, and that was on an empty stomach, and that completely ruined my whole day. I had a migraine. I was all over the place. Completely knocked me for 6. You know, and guess what? Yeah, we're going to do another COD session tonight because I'm awake. I've got energy, okay? And I need to take out some aimbots, man. And yes, I will apologize. I was quite explicit last night on the Call of Duty channel, man. That was, I was swearing so much. I was losing my mind. I was getting so frustrated. But I'm sorry, man. That game does that to me. You know, my angers and frustrations all get taken out on Call of Duty. So if you want to, you know, no children should be allowed to listen to that stuff, man. Only adults. But yeah, if you want to have a little bit of a laugh and joke on me trying to set up the platform, see, that was a joke itself. You know, that was wild, funny. You know, boomer moments galore, man. Kept on going like, Mike, how do I do this? What's going on, man? Why is this not working? What the fuck's this? Mike, I'm losing my shit. How do you do it? So yeah, everyone thought that was really funny, but I was being sincere, man. That shit was winding me up. I couldn't get in and forget it. Anyway, we're here to talk about the chaos behind Bitcoin. All right, we're going to do this stream, and then we're going to do another stream. We're going to get on Call of Duty, and we're going to have we're just going to chill out, and we're going to talk about Bitcoin as well. We're going to have a conversation. All right, it's not just playing Call of Duty. It's a place where we can just open up and talk anything and everything that we want about this game and about Call of Duty and the bullshit that happens on there. But yeah, we're here. I'm here for you guys, man. That's what it's about. Bringing entertainment raw, rough, and ready. All right, guys, listen. I'm looking at the comments, man. People like, boy, please, don't worry. Here's the break. Happy days. Here's the break. I need a clean break away. Here's the break. What does the market maker do? 3 shifts, 3 vector candles. Is this the vector candle? Happy days. Okay. Remember, they're setting the range up. It's Sunday, Monday. They're setting the range. Okay. They're getting everything prepared for the move. All right. Are they satisfied with this zone yet? Let's see. Guys. Come on. Here we go. That's the 1 hour time frame. 15-minute time frame should show a red candle. No red candle. Slowing down. They're slowing it down. They are slowing down the intention. Wait there. Let me see. Am I going to get a better view on trading view? Yes, and for the record, guys, I upgraded my trading view. I've gone to the complete Pro Plus, I believe. Have I gone Pro Plus? Let me see. Yeah, Pro Plus. I'm on Pro Plus on trading view now. So we're going to get the most out of trading view. Got to start using trading view because now I'm on Binance. Okay, so we got to play it off like that. So here we go. I'm going to flip over to trading view right now. 2 seconds. Here we go, guys. And remember, guys, Bitcoin's only down 5%. It's nothing. Okay, here we go. Can we see? Let me flip it over for you. Let's go. Here we are. Okay, vector candles. This is what we like to see, guys. We want to see these vector candles. Look at it. Fast move is the false move, man. Look at the difference between a move like this. Look. Nice, slow, progressive move to the downside. And then you have these BS candles. These are the candles you wait for, guys. Look, it's broken it, but it hasn't completely broken it. It looks like it wants to pull back. Okay, where are we? Another 15-minute time frame. A new 15-minute time frame is due to start in a moment. A vector candle is a candle that is, you know, a lot of pressure, big candle, sharp movement, vector. Okay, I had this conversation with someone who said I was calling it a vector candle. It's a term used in engineering, and he says to me that doesn't mean that. But vector, to the eyes of Steve Mowry, he understands it as a very fast candle, pressurized, a lot of build-up, emphasis, you know, magnified, you know, whatever way you want to deliver it. Vector means a big candle. Okay, so here we go. New start of the 15-minute time frame. Here we go. Where's Bitcoin going to go? Is she going to break lower? Is she going to break lower? She's at the low of the day. The low ADR has been achieved by Bitcoin. Okay, let's see how many more people they can induce. Is there any news? Is there any news that's come out? Because I haven't checked. Market cipher's no good here. Should we expect a third vector candle? Faiz Mohammed, listen, ideally, yes. This is what we want to see. Or we have actually already had the vector candles. Guys, I'm going to be going at a very fast pace tonight, so please bear with me. Okay? So, notice what's going on. Vector 1, 2, 3, 4. Massive. 4 vector candles. Stopping volume. Another push to the downside. Now price is looking to reverse at the low ADR. Okay? Recovering this previous red candle. Guys, do not place any trades. Do not do nothing. Your job as a trader, as a pattern watcher, is to watch patterns play out. Your job is to increase the chances of the pattern playing in your favor, because when you put the money down, you can enter with confidence, and even if you do get stopped out, doesn't matter. Okay? Your job is to enter as most accurate as possible. That's the name of this game. Getting in as accurately as possible and sitting and waiting for the pattern to play. All right, we're seeing a fast move, false move. Okay, what took Bitcoin the best part of nearly 3-4 days to achieve in this area here, okay, has been completely recovered at a moment's notice. Why is that shit happening? Ask yourself, why are they moving it so fast? People are starting to feel scared. Okay, Turkish crypto exchange investigated for fraud after central bank bans cryptocurrency used for payments. Okay. Stopping volume representing, what is stopping volume representing? Stopping volume is the market makers effectively are stepping into price because they've induced so many people to go short that if they allow it to continue to go short, then they will realize that they have to pay those traders. Those traders will realize a profit, and the market maker's not in that game. So what he likes to do is he likes to put the brakes on. Okay, he puts the brakes, stops price, stops the liquidity, hits the stops, and then if it continues lower, the market maker has effectively damaged the guys who were previously going short, took out their stops, killed their positions, took their liquidity, and then he's allowed it to continue lower to fulfill the area that he wanted to go in initially, but not at such a fast pace. Okay, now look at the candle, vector coming back. It's coming back, and it needs to come back above this previous zone right here. Now, will many people say, is this a violation of the first leg? Does that mean the pattern's invalidated? Not yet. In order for the pattern to be invalidated, price needs to completely clear, break away. But we are at the low ADR for the session, guys. Massive move to the downside. Fast move is the false move. Okay, remember that. Fast move is the false move. Excuse me, I'm just having a bit of a drink. False move. Okay, so for the record, guys, how many people are completely new to the stream? Because I'll go over a couple of concepts that we're going to be talking about right now. Just give me a 1 if you are completely new to the stream. It's first time you've passed through. Give me a 1. Song name, couldn't tell you, my man. Could not tell you. I just picked a random bag of songs. You're new. Okay, great. Guys, welcome to the Traders Reality channel. Mad respect for all of you for passing by, clicking the thumbnail. Thank you so much for doing so. But where you're at right now, okay, we talk about market maker. A lot of the stuff that we discuss in this channel is about the psychology of price, okay? A lot of what we talk about challenges most of the conventional wisdom that is brought to the marketplace, okay? And the reason why is because that information is used to exploit traders, okay? The first thing that I will say to you guys is this, all right? If you're of the impression that when price rises, it's because the buyers are in control, you're at a loss, okay? You've been misled, straight up, all right? Likewise, when price is dropping, it's not because the sellers are in control. No, it's not that. It's because the buyers are in control. The best way for me to demonstrate this notion for you is this. When you want to buy something, what needs to happen for you to buy it? Someone needs to be on the other end for you to sell. That's the nature of this game. The guy, Mr. Market Maker, the composite operator, he is the guy that facilitates that order. All right? Now understand this. All right? When price rises, the only reason it rises because when someone is buying, there's a seller there to give him the contract. You can't come to a marketplace and buy something that doesn't exist. Okay? And your action of buying cannot happen when nothing else happens. All right? There has to be an equilibrium. In order for you to buy, you need to be sold to. Likewise, when price is dropping, in order for you to sell, someone has to be there to buy. So who's in control? Okay? Market makers now reversing price. Where are we? Where are we? We're coming back into the range. Back into the range. Here's an example of price. Okay? Breaking the formation and coming back in. This means this is still a valid formation, guys. That has happened to you straight in front of your eyes. The red candle is the market maker accumulating as many longs as he can in this zone, using the fear factor, all right, the fear and greed, which are the two psychological indicators that are present, that are valid, that are relevant in this game. Okay, forget any other indicator, understand what moves price. That's going to effectively help you understand when to get in and when to get out. Now, some people might think, who the fuck is this guy? He sounds like a fruitcake. Happy days. All right, I'm cool with that. I think I can say that I've helped make people a lot of money. One individual took 8K and turned it into $1 million. He's my first $1 million trader, and he had no fucking idea how to trade 12 weeks ago. Okay, so if you need any proof, please join the Discord. Link is in the description. Go join the Discord. Check the profit and loss channel. Okay, and that will put to rest anything that you might doubt about this. But you know what? I expect that. Okay, this is a new concept, not a new concept. Okay, this concept has been effectively put under the carpet because they don't really want people to know this idea. Okay, they don't want people knowing this sort of stuff. All right, have I created it? No. I've taken two schools of thought, PVSRA by Trader at Home and Steve Myron's market maker method. I've infused them together based on how I understand the 11 years I've been in this game. Okay, and I've merged them to create a hybrid system that allows me to exploit the marketplace. In order for me to understand that I understand it well, I need to be able to teach people. If I can teach people to apply it, I know I understand my own craft. And if I can pass that on to someone else, help them feed themselves, help them to become proficient and earn money in this game, happy fucking days. I've done my job. I've done what I need to do. You know? There you go, Don Booble 100K, done. You know? And by the way, the information here is free of charge. Please go back and watch the previous streams. The previous streams are designed to help you understand this strategy. Okay? The reason being is because instead of learning in hindsight, you learn in real time, because that's the only way that you can apply the knowledge. You can't, it's difficult to apply knowledge learned in hindsight. It's bullshit. You already see the answer. You already see the expectation. You know the result. You know the result before you can apply the knowledge learned. How is that learning? It's not. You need to swim with the sharks. You need to swim and do it in real time. Okay? Learn something, apply it straight away, because that's the only way you can reassert the information in your mind. Okay? Every stream that I've got on this channel, there's over 400-500 hours worth of streams. Please take the time to watch them. Why? Because all the information that you're getting, okay, is going to help you understand this game. And if you need confirmation of that, ask around. Come to the Discord, join it, do what you need to do, okay, and ask questions, all right? Because the beauty of this strategy is this: if you understand the nature of what moves price, and if you come to the acceptance that psychology, all right, is 90% of this game, and technical analysis is that 10%, which in that 10% includes execution, the platform you use, the money that you use, okay, you might just do well at this game. All right, you might just do well. The only reason why I've done this channel, guys, is to help me become proficient in my strategy. All right, I can only become proficient in this if I'm able to teach it, and I reassert this information continuously. I've been doing this for 12 weeks. 12 weeks I've been teaching people my strategy, and I have not taken a single trade. I've been putting projections, I've been helping people understand patterns. Bitcoin and Ethereum have been performing beautifully. And I haven't taken a single trade, and only 4 days ago I started using Binance. Happy days. We are good. Okay? It's time for you guys to step up. All the guys that have been coming to this stream for a long time. Okay? You know, it's time for you guys to apply it. Bear markets, yeah, look, listen, there is, for me, there is no such thing as a bull market, bear market. Okay, now I'm a scalper by trade. I'm looking at the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, and hourly. That's probably it. That is all I need. Okay? Now, in a bear market, it doesn't matter. Bull market doesn't matter to me. Why? Because price will either retrace to the 50 or come away from it. Okay? When it comes away from it, it's a stop hunt rise. When it goes towards it, stop hunt low. You know, this is what it is, you know? And there's this concept about, you know, if you can make money in a bear market, you're a sick trader. If you don't think that market exists, you know, bear market, bull market, psychological. When price is rising, who's in control? Sellers. When price is dropping, who's in control? Buyers. So where's your bullish and your bearish market? They're just terms used by the industry to help you and impregnate the idea of a trend in your mind so you can commit your liquidity so that they can get their orders filled. Sounds quite a conspiracy, yes, I know, but I'm sorry, it's the nature of the game, because if it wasn't like that, it wouldn't exist. The game wouldn't exist. This mechanism that you're watching right now, okay, the marketplace would not exist if the principle of a buyer and a seller didn't exist. If the concept of price rising, it means the seller's in control, and the price dropping, it means the buyer's in control, it just wouldn't work, guys. We wouldn't have this marketplace. Simple. You know, it just wouldn't work. Exactly. Crypto keeper. There's two things that you need to be paying attention to: the mark up and the mark down. These are phases by the market makers. They move price up to realize the profits, and they move price down to realize the profits. Notice how the market maker only makes profit. Who are the guys that lose? The retail trader, the banks, the hedge funds, the institutional companies, the mutual funds, the pools, insurance companies, governments. They all come to this place with bags of money. So the market maker says, oh, lovely, we've got deep pockets. Let's start putting these monies to work. Let's make profit on this. Let's make profit on that. Guys, I will look at your comments in a short moment, in the super chats in a short moment. Paul, Torpedo, how you doing, brother? Oh man, listen, thank you for anyone becoming a member, anybody that's subscribing, happy days, okay? But this channel is designed to help you out, all right? You've probably come to this channel, or you've come to YouTube because there's fear in your eyes about Bitcoin and Ethereum, all right? Which is natural, and it's a shame really, okay? Because you can see the fear working. There's your psychological indicator. You've come to this channel, or you're gonna go to other channels, and you're gonna see what people's opinion of Bitcoin is, all right? That's not how you manage monies, man. You know, that's not how you manage portfolios. Okay? Is that your fault? No. Is that how the industry's been designed? Correct. The industry is designed to fuck you over. Finish. You think they've created this marketplace so that you can come and be like, oh, I'd like to make some money today. This is the hardest, easiest way to make money. Do you think it's going to be that simple? Okay, for the average man to come to this platform, open an account, deposit some money, and just trade when price rises and when it drops. If only it was that simple. We would not be having this conversation, guys. We'd be sat with our laptops and we'd be sitting trading all day, every day. Yeah? Let me get this into your minds, guys. I'm no hype man. I'm not of the nature. I am passionate about this game. Nearly 11 years in this fucking game, and it's broken me left, right, and center for me to understand it. Okay? And we are here today. Now I'm teaching people who have no idea about trading, and they're completely changing their lives about. Now, I don't like to throw that about. I am humbled by people's changing lives, and they all tell me what is going on with them, with their lives before and after. Okay, I've met some fantastic individuals, wonderful people. PC Shed, God bless you, sir. Mike Dutch, my guy, the guy who runs the streams. He also does the podcast. Okay, he'll be with me later on when we stream Call of Duty. You know, we got to show variation. You know, variation on the theme. But that's how it works, guys. Let's get to some context for the new people. Okay, so the new guys that are in here, we understand that when price rises, okay, it means that the sellers are in control. How? Here we go. Look at this. All right. I'm going to bring up, I'm going to bring this up for you. I'm going to bring MT4 because it's a nice clean chart. All right. This is my platform that I use from the start of this stream. This is MT4. This is effectively the dealer's platform. All right. If you want to know anything about this game, this is the dealer's platform. This is an exchange. Okay. This is where the banks, you know, all the institutional funds, they all effectively have access to this platform. MT4 is a very old legacy platform. All right. Now, any brokers out there that you open accounts with, this is specifically with Forex. Okay. Any of those brokers, they all have this platform, all right? The reason being is because this platform allows them to manipulate price to their advantage, all right? Now, the reason we use it is because A, Bitcoin is available and Ethereum, and I use it to effectively educate you guys to understand how patterns work and how things move about, okay? We have TradingView, no different, okay? This is just an older version, all right? So let me help you understand what I mean about buyers and sellers, okay? So, okay, you can see all these zones and these charts. Let me just bring the hour time frame up for you. Okay then, right. So the nature of this channel itself, we're looking for cycles, okay? Now the cycle itself is this, all right? Let me flip back to live web so you can get a clean chart. And we start from the scratch just to help you guys understand what is going on. Okay, let me bring price back up so we can see what's going on here. Okay, here we go. So, market makers. You're probably wondering, who the fuck is the market maker? What does this guy know? How does he know? Whatever. Okay, here we go. This is what we look for. We look for this pattern. Now, this may be familiar to some people, you know, with Elliott wave theory, Wyckoff method. Yes, it's from those schools of thought. But the difference with this system, okay, is there is a lot of element. It's not just purely technical. It is completely psychological, okay? Now, when we say peak formations, we mean M's and W's. Those are the things that we use. This is the artillery to what we have, so we can understand the buying and selling of market makers when they're trying to induce traders to step in and step out of trades, okay? It's where they hit the liquidity pools, the stops. It's how they manipulate price, okay? So this is what we look for. This is a W formation, okay? A W formation consists of price coming from a downtrend. It forms a stop, okay? Reverses back, comes back down, okay? And then makes its way out of the formation, rises and forms a level 1. It rises again, level 2, rises again, level 3, peak formation. There are 3 levels every single week. Now remember, I've taken the idea of Forex, okay? Because I've been trading Forex 11 years. I've taken what I've understood from Forex in terms of patterns and cycles and applied it to cryptocurrency. That was jumping back 12 weeks ago, okay? And now we are here today because we can safely say that the cycles exist in the cryptocurrency world. Why? Because there's market makers in this game. Wherever there's a market maker, there is a pattern, okay? So we look for these cycles. These cycles tend to happen between 3 to 5 days of the week, all right? Our job as traders, as pattern watchers, is effectively to highlight and identify where the peak is and what level price is at. The benefit of this is it allows us to determine if price is at level 1, which is here. We can anticipate if price comes back down and forms support at a moving average in this zone here. We're expecting another level to the upside. If it does it the same again, we've got another level to the upside. That allows you to project price in the future, okay? Not predict, project. There's a big difference between prediction and projection. If you want to fine tune it and look at the differences in terms of you know, standard dictionary terms, okay, it may look like they're the same thing, but they're not. Projection is taking an element of, you know, a series of variables and confluences and putting them together to come to a desired outcome. Okay, a prediction doesn't really have any context to it. It's based on a whim. It's, I think Bitcoin's going to go to 50, you know, I think it's going to go to 100k, and you're sitting and hoping for it to happen. Where's your context? Tell me why you think Bitcoin will go to 100k. What, because people are adopting cryptocurrency? That's not enough. Okay, it's bound to happen. If we all adopt cryptocurrency, Bitcoin will sure go to 100k, but that's all you can base it on. A projection, on the other hand, is based on what we understand in terms of cycles and the context that we look at it at. Okay, we can say to ourselves, right, we project that Bitcoin should hit at least 60k. Why? Because if price stays within this zone, it will retrace back to the previous zone where it had built previous previous longs as price was dropping. And then we can anticipate, as long as the moving averages are in our favor, we can, you know, la 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 la, as Mike would say. Tidy da, whatever he says. I know he's going to call me out for that. Yo, Charlie, listen, it was a great run, fam. Bitcoin is over. Why is Bitcoin over? Why can't you trade it to the markdown phase or the markup phase? It doesn't matter what phase, you know, what cycle we're in or what bullish, bearish market we're in. Price will still form a pattern. It will show an intention. It will show behavior. People will always be psychological. They will be fearful and they will be greedy. Until you get rid of those two concepts in this game, okay, you will always have a market. All right? So for the new guys, this is the cycles that we're looking for. We're looking for this pattern. Now, this pattern doesn't behave just as static as it is, okay? Sometimes it does, okay? But our job is to train our eyes to see this. So let's go to the charts and we'll be able to work out exactly how we can see that. All right, I'm going to stay on MT4. I'm going to stay on TradingView because it's just cleaner, okay? So where are we at? Where's Bitcoin right now? Oh, she's recovering the previous candle. Now, let me explain to you as the way price is right now, okay? So Bitcoin effectively has been doing this, all right? I'm going to bring down the hour time frame. Okay, the hour time frame is right here, okay? Cool. Now, this is what's been going on. We started, oh man, my charts are all over the place. Please forgive me for my etiquette on this. All right, let me just tidy this up here. Get rid of that. Okay, cool. Right, so this is what we have been looking at for the past week. I advise that you go back the streams and look at the last week's videos. Okay, it's important that you look at last week's videos because the reason being is we're talking effectively about what's been going on with Bitcoin's move. Okay, and it's going to help you understand exactly how to use this system. Okay. Now, for anybody new, okay, we have the. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say to me right now that the streams are really long. Yes, they are for, 2-3 hours long and what have you. And it's a little bit difficult to really, sit tight and watch these streams. So I've effectively created a projection channel, okay? Now, the projection channel is pinned to the chat. I've just added it right now. Go and subscribe to it. Now, the reason I created a projection channel is this. Is for people that can't sit through the streams, okay? If they haven't got time to sit for 2-3 hours and try and learn what is being taught here, they can go to the projection channel. It's 10-minute videos of my understanding of Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP's movements, okay? I do the videos every single day of the week from Monday all the way through to Friday, okay? It's not the whole every day of the week, but you get it, okay? And the benefit for you guys is this: when you've seen a whole week's worth of videos, look at where price is at the end of the week and then go back and watch those videos again, because you'll see the pattern play out. That is what I mean about training your eyes, okay? We operate in real time, okay? The only way that we can train our eyes is if we can see it in hindsight. We will effectively train our eyes to be able to project it in foresight. If you can't see it in hindsight, you're fucked. If you can't see the pattern, you're not going to know what to look for. This channel is going to help you train your eyes. You train your eyes, the game changes. Jesse Livermore is my favorite stock trader, okay? And that's exactly what he said. I needed to train my eyes so that I could understand what was going on in the marketplace. All right, cool. Duke, chill out, man. Chill yourself, bro. Shut the fuck up saying to me. I'll take my time, bruv. I'll make sure people understand what they're looking at. If you want to know if Bitcoin rises or drops, go to another channel, bro. Here we go. So, last week, we understood Bitcoin formed an M formation for the new guys. Rise, drop, up, down. Here we go. There's your M pattern. If you go back down to the cycle, okay, there she is right there. M formation, okay? M pattern. First leg, notable volume. See the green candles? Rises. Market makers are getting shorts at the highest possible price. They're opening shorts because market makers don't buy at the highs. They buy at the lows. Okay? When they set shorts, they get them at the highest possible price. Notice what happens. Price comes all the way back down, recovers those previous orders. They hold the zone. They drop price. Price drops, rises back to the 50. That's level 1. Okay? There's your level 1 right there. All right. Now drop level 2. Before you can confirm a level 1, it needs to break down the previous support zone. Drop down level 2. Now this is where it got tricky for us. We were trying to establish whether or not this level 2 was enough to warrant a movement back to the upside because it was such an extended move to the downside. We were wrong. The market maker wasn't finished. He hadn't finished accumulating his shorts. Okay. Now, notice what happened. They came back down and broke level 2. This is level 2 drop, rise up. There it is. There's your level 2. Is it confirmed? Yes. Why? Because price came back down and recovered the previous low. Okay. Now where we at? We are effectively now at a peak formation. If this peak formation holds, Bitcoin should start another move to the upside. And the previous zones that it will look to take are these areas here. Why? Because this is where the market makers built longs at lower prices so that they can close them at a higher point later on. Okay, now notice we are below moving averages. Okay, and that's where patterns normally start. Well, should I say that's where they are formulated. W formations happen below moving averages. M formations happen above them. Okay, there's one thing that I can guarantee to you guys is this: price will always revert back to the moving average. If you want to understand that in more depth, go and study mean reversion. Okay, it needs to bring it back into the zone. Why? All right, and I'll explain it. So principally, if this is a W formation, now the context of a W formation is this: the first leg has to show aggressive move to the downside. Why? Okay, because red candles and purple candles mean volume is starting to rise to the downside. Red candle means it's at its highest point. When we say volume, we don't mean how many contracts are contracts are traded. We're talking the tick volume, how many times price changes. When price is changing so aggressively to the downside, you know that the market makers are trying to push price down lower. Okay, that's the information we get from this red candle. The purple candle tells us the same thing, but it doesn't happen as forcefully. All right, so check this. The first leg of the W formation, price drops. It's aggressive. We need to see vector candles, vector 1, vector 2, vector 3. Okay, they're pushing price down. They are inducing the retail trader to go short. They create fear. They make people believe that price is going to drop. It's tanking, it's collapsing. Bitcoin to 30K, 20K, 5K, 0, whatever. They need to try and get people to commit to going short. Why? Because when they go short, the market maker allows them to go short by giving them the liquidity in turn of a buy. Okay? So in order for someone to sell, someone on the other end has to buy that contract. Why? Because when the short seller wants to realize a profit, when he closes his position, he buys back that sell. He uses the liquidity that he was given by the other end of the contract. Likewise, if someone when someone buys a contract, when they want to realize a profit, the contract that was initially set for the buy, which would be a sell, okay, he takes that liquidity. All right? Because if you buy something and then you want to see a profit on it, you can't be expected to buy again to realize a profit. You just own two contracts, don't you? You own two of the same thing. You're not realizing a return. So in the dynamics of a market trade itself, when someone is buying something from you, okay, so sorry, if you're a buyer, all right, and you want price to go higher, when you want to realize a win, a profit, you need to sell it. That sell was achieved. The liquidity comes from that sell that was initially given to you when you opened your contract, okay? Now, the first leg is achieved. It always has to be aggressive. Now, market maker has trapped the retail trader to believe that price is dropping to the downside. Look at these pins to the low. Look at these little pins right here. This is people going short in this area. Let me get rid of this. People are going short. Wherever you see a wick, that's someone going short. Okay, right there. Someone went short. Now, when people go short, they're obviously encouraged to put stop losses in place. Okay. And, in the game of, when you look at Binance and Bybit, what have you, you've got the liquidation price, right? Market makers can see that. It's in the order flow. They can see where people put their stops, all right? Now, where someone puts their stops, it's the dead money. That's where they can see people's money, all right? So when they drop price, they always want to bring it back to the mean, the reversion, the 50 EMA. Look what it does. It comes back to the 50. Why? Because the market maker has trapped enough retail traders to go short. They're all getting excited that price is dropping. They're realizing a profit. All the while, market makers is getting his longs at the lowest possible price. He reverses price back to the 50 and he takes out the stops that these guys put on the way down. Whilst he's doing that, he's effectively opening his longs and using the liquidity from these shorts to get those longs closed. Okay? He's done his job there. That's the first leg of the W formation. When price comes back to the 50 EMA right here, the retail trader that got stopped out on the move to the downside right here, he's thinking, it's another opportunity for me to go short again. I'm going to get my contracts in good. And the 50 EMA, it looks like it's rejection. It looks like a resistance point. I'm going to go short. Market makers create that opportunity. Everyone goes short here. They're hoping that price continues back down to the downside. But what happens? Price stops. What do you see? Stopping volume. Notice, that's a stopping volume candle. Then what happens? Market makers come back up and take the short stops from the guys who went short here, takes out their orders, use their liquidity to get longs filled, and profit and see profit on those longs that they built from over here. Now, where are we? We are now working on the second leg of the W formation. This is where it can change. Okay? Notice, stopping volume candle. If this is the bottom as such of the W formation, Bitcoin will look to reverse back up. Okay? Now, the reason why we can make that assumption is this. Notice, the market maker gives the retail trader again another opportunity to go short. Why? Because he tricks them to believing that the 50 EMA is resistance again. All right? So the guys who got stopped out on this move to the downside, okay, they've got now an opportunity to get in again. The guys who got stopped out on this move to the downside, who got stopped out, now they've got another opportunity to get in again. And this is there for other people to also get in short yet again. So the market maker is drawing liquidity into the marketplace. Because remember, he's got the money, okay, but he can't use that money if there is no reason for other people to step in. So people go in short. They're fulfilling those contracts. Notable volume coming in at the lows. It's done this massive spike to the downside with these wild ass candlesticks, okay, yet it hasn't continued lower. Why? Are they finished with this zone? The ADR, the average daily range, okay, has been fulfilled. Now, the average daily range is a reading on the chart, which is effectively the journey that Bitcoin or any other coin in the game, the journey that the price can travel in one session. It's got its ADR low and it's got its ADR high. Now, the reason why it stays within those parameters, okay, is because if it continues above those parameters and keeps on going, no one's going to be entering into the marketplace, because if price just continuously goes up straight, okay, no one's going to be able to do anything. No one will enter into it because they'll think, oh, what point will it stop? It's like, imagine having a GME game, all right, you know, the GameStop. Imagine GameStop happening and you know what happened with that, and it just continuously went up and up and up. Okay, how could you trade that? You would be gambling. You know, they need to create the marketplace. It needs to be a fair place for people. That's what they like to make us believe. So they do it within the average daily range. It has to stick within a range to create the buying and the selling activity. Okay, so right now we are waiting for this W formation to play. If this plays out, price will need to recover this previous red candle right here. It will recover this red candle. When it recovers this red candle, we need to see notable volume coming in. We want to see market makers get out of this zone. Why do we want to see them get out of this zone? Simple. If they hold this zone long enough, okay, where it encourages many people to step in and go short, the market maker will have no choice but to fulfill those obligations, and that means he'll be at a loss. Okay? So he's got to make sure that whilst he's building his longs in this area, he needs to find the right moment where he's trapped enough traders to the downside to reverse price back up and take out all the stops and use all the liquidity he's built here to move price back out of the zone. However, what if it continues down lower? That's fine. We then have an extension. If the extension happens, we will then see an aggressive move to the downside, and then the true formation will be printed. But right now, what do we have? We have this. This is all we have. We can't sit and think, what if? But we always have to add caution to caution. We always have to be prepared for the worst. We're operating in the realms of uncertainty, guys. All right? We're not predicting, we're projecting based on a number of variables that will either work in our favor or they won't. When they work in our favor, we'll be ready to take the trade. Okay? Any questions? Shit, man. That has blown me off. Fucking hell. So hot as well. I need to take my inhaler, which is actually a vape. But yeah. Did you get that, guys? You know, it's crazy. If you can hear that fan in the background, I need that fan, man. That shit is cooling me off right now. It's the first time I'm actually sweating. Boy. I mean, guys, listen. This is, okay, This is not your average system. Go and look at any books on Amazon. Now listen, I'm not discrediting anyone. Alexander, great question. Let me get to answer this question. Okay, Alexander's just asked, since there are many market makers, what ensures that they are working in a coordinated fashion? Of course they are. All right, they are working in a coordinated fashion, but they are also for each other and they are also against each other. Why? All right, well, let me bring it over to the MT4 chart, man. Let me go legacy mode on you, man. Let me bring it to you from the beginning, from day one. Okay, check this out. Okay, so let me get this right. Let me get rid of these. So it's clear for you guys, okay? Now you see all these lines on my charts, guys. This is because I use these charts in real time and I'm drawing out zones so everyone can understand the nature of this game, okay? So here we go. Here's an example. These green boxes here are session times, okay? They are session times. So the Asian session, all right, starts here, all right? The Asian session is Sydney, Tokyo, Hong Kong. It's in that area, okay? And it's for 8 hours. It finishes there, okay? In this zone here, you've got the European session. And if you can see, there's a little red box there, like this one here. See the red box? That's the New York session, all right? Then when New York finishes, you've got the dead gap time, and then you see another green box. Now, the reason why there isn't another green box here is because effectively the markets were at the weekend, okay? But now you can see we've got one here. Now, what's the nature in relation to Alexander's question, all right? Are the market makers against each other, or are they for each other, or both? We'll put it like this. There are 3 types of market makers. The guys in Asia, all right? The guys in Europe, and the guys in the States, all right? Now, they can only operate if they are in conjunction with each other. Why? Because they move money. They move liquidity, okay? So this is how it works. The guys in Asia set the range. This is the Asian range high. This is the Asian range low, okay? Now, there are traders out there that trade the highest point and the lowest point, all right? What the Asian session does is effectively traps liquidity, all right? It moves it up and down. It's a bit of a tricky area to be trading in. When it closes, there is a thing called the gap time. Now, the gap time is just as Asia closes, which is here, all right? And up to this point here, where you see that little box there, it's a Brinks box, all right? That there is the start of the UK session, the European session. So this is what happens. The market makers in Asia get on the phone to the guys in Europe and explain to them where the trapped liquidity is. So they'll say, yo, guys, what's up? We've got 500 million trapped up here, 380 million, well, 800 million trapped down here, okay, in liquidity. So the guys in Europe know where the pools of money are. Now, remember, market makers in Asia have obviously got positions filled in both areas, okay? It's up to the job for the guys in Europe to either move price in that desired direction or add to the existing pool and let the US session move it. So here's the here's the UK session right here. They move price up and down. They know that there's 500 million trapped up here and 800 million trapped down here, okay? So what they do is they go up, they tap the liquidity up here, try and trap a few more guys up there, all right, for positions that they want to close later on, all right? Or do they want to build more shorts at higher prices because they want to tap the liquidity down here? So check this out. US session comes into play. The UK guys get on the blower to the guys in the US and say, yo, what's good, man? Hong Kong pretty much told us that there's 500 million trapped up here. We've managed to add another $150 million worth of shorts in this area here. Okay, we've trapped the guys up here. It's now allowing this 800 million to realize more of a return. So the guys in the US pretty much say, okay, leave it with us. So the guys in the US, they look at the books, they determine exactly where the liquidity is at. They know they can tap 800 million down here. They do a stop hunt rise, trap the retail traders to the upside, and then they trigger the sell-off and they tap the liquidity all the way down here. The guys in Asia get paid, the guys in Europe get paid, and the guys in the US get paid, and they also open positions for themselves for the next market. And they repeat this process every fucking day. That's how it moves, guys. That is exactly how it moves. I've had conversations with market makers. I've spoken to ex-bankers. That's exactly how it is. 11 years. I've known a friend who knows a friend who knows a relative. That's how it works. You want to challenge it? Please fucking do, because I've been trying to challenge this for 11 years and I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't disprove it whatsoever. Oh, blower. Yeah, that's a bit of a, not right, well, rhyming slang. It's just it's a down south thing. Blower is a telephone. All right? You know, go and just Google rhyming slang in London. All right? That's how it works. Max, well done, bro. You've been making cheese. Happy days, man. Happy days. On the blower. Would those session indicator patterns work on any crypto chart? Not any crypto, guys. Not any. Well, yes, they do. Sorry, tell a lie. We've been blessed with guys who've actually done the trading view, have taken these indicators and put them on trading view. Gentlemen called Infinex and Plasma Plug. Okay, they worked on getting the indicators on trading view. Okay, and you can download those indicators if you want. I think you need to type in, look, the best thing for you guys to do is to go into the description of this video and go to the Discord. The Discord link is there. Head over to the Discord and all the information will be there, guys. It's a beautiful community. Everyone helps everyone. There's no fuckery in there. All right, everyone's trying effectively to learn. Why? Because people have been ripping this system apart. They've been killing it. People have been doing really well with this. Okay, so can you explain how the M percentage levels are calculated on MT4? They take the high and the low and the close and divide it by 3. You know, Max, no problem, bro. Anytime, man. Don't worry. You don't need to thank me anymore. You don't need to thank me anymore. 20k subs pending. Happy days, guys. I don't really ask for subscriptions, guys, but if you like what you see, subscribe, be my guest. You know, if you don't want to, it's still good. Take what you can from this. It's there for you to take, all right? Because, you know, more people can take from this, the more I do it. It's pretty much that. I'll do this for a long time, guys. I enjoy doing this. It's my passion. I love this game, all right? And anyone want to disprove it, please do, because I can't do it, and I've got the backing for it. I've got the context. I've been trying to disprove it. I've been sat in my room scratching my head thinking, how the fuck is it possible that this game can be exploited? How do you do it? And when you understand how the nature of this works, then you are improving your edge in this game. Isn't that something they all talk about in the retail trading books? You know, buy a book on Amazon on how to day trade for a living. What the fuck? They're telling you technical analysis. Am I saying that technical analysis doesn't work? No. What I'm saying is it's just a small percentage of it. You ideally need to know where to enter and what reason for that. You need to see the momentum. You need to see candlesticks, happy days. But you need to understand what makes a candlestick a candlestick. Why does price move out of a zone? Why is it that price rises? Look, this is the concept of, this is now going to challenge the concept of supply and demand. All right, the concept of supply and demand doesn't really exist in the marketplace. When I say the marketplace, specifically trading on these sort of platforms. Why? Okay, because let's jump back to the idea of a moon boy. What is a moon boy? A moon boy has one conviction, and that is to the fucking moon. He's only interested in price rising, going up, going up, going up. He's not looking at drops. He doesn't care about the core of the earth. He cares about the moon. He wants it to go up. He's an emotional trader. He's irrational. He only wants to get in when price is rising. What a foolish thing. Because it's that mentality. You know, imagine you're sat at a table with some friends drinking some coffee. One guy pulls out his phone and says, yo, Bitcoin's rising. It's growing. It's going to the moon. It's going up. It's going up. You on the other end are thinking, yo, I ain't going to miss out on a move to the upside, man. Bitcoin's rising. I'm going to get me some Bitcoin. So you buy some Bitcoin, you feed into the liquidity, you feed into the hype, you feed into the irrational behavior of the millions, all right? All the while the market makers there saying, yo, give me your money. I'm building shorts at the highest possible price because you, as the moon boy, okay, are only going to do something based on emotion. When you make that buy, you think if Bitcoin's rising and rising and rising, I'm going to buy 20, 30, 40 grand's worth, okay, and I'm going to fucking realize a nice return. You know, baby, we can buy you a bag now. You know, we can get you that Gucci bag. You know, I can buy my car, happy days. You start planning in your mind, okay? You start planning about spending money that you don't have, all right? Now check this. The idea of supply and demand. A lot of guys will say that when price is rising, okay, it stops because there is no demand in this area. That's the biggest BS. You're saying to me that a moon boy will say, oh, hold, calm down, wait, please. You know, we can't really allow price to go up any further. You know, we need to bring it down a little bit. Yeah? You think that mentality exists in the moon boy. I'm not discrediting the moon boy. You know, the moon boy is the guy who's emotional, he's irrational, he's only interested in price rising. That I'm just using figuratively speaking, okay? When price stalls, when you see these big pumps to the upside, it's not stopping because people aren't showing an interest. It's because the market maker has been building his shorts at high prices. He needs to realize a return on the money he's been giving to the retail trader. Remember, he's been sending price up. All right, here you go. This is where it probably will make sense. All right. Retail market maker starts moving out the zone. Look, little W right there. W formation, it comes out of the zone. That's an example of the moving price out of the zone. They don't want to get any more liquidity to the downside because they've got enough contracts. They start shifting up. Up they go. They're building shorts, closing longs, building shorts. They're moving price up. All the while, market maker is giving money to achieve this. Where there is a buyer, there's a seller. They could only send price up if someone was there to buy. So that means they got their contract sold, achieved. Look, why does it stop? Because the market maker needs to realize a profit. So he starts sending price down. He sends it down because if he lets it continue up higher, the moon boy sees a profit, and he's not in this game, okay, to give us money. He's in the game to make money. So what he does is he keeps the moon boy in the trade. It's rising, it's rising, it's rising. Look, guys, look, it's going up. Buy, 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 buy. Then he spikes the high. There's that little pin right there. Let me bring it closer. He spikes the high, and then he reverses price. He completely crushes all the guys who just went long. Have you ever noticed that whenever you buy into a price rising, it always fucking pulls back, and you think the market's got it in for you? No, it's because you're buying at the wrong time. You're buying at the wrong time. You're being induced, okay? It happens again. Market makers. You know the concept of buying the dip? The buying the dip. I need to vape for that, man. Fucking buying the dip. Jesus, man, it's the biggest trap in the game. Do you understand? Buying the dip is the biggest trap, okay? Sometimes it can work in your favor. If it works in your favor, you're lucky. You're lucky. Why? Because they haven't got the liquidity that they want, all right? Notice. Here's buying the dip. Price rises up. It pulls back. The retail trader that brought here is pretty upset because he's actually in a losing position, or he's stopped. He's been stopped out because he's been told to protect his capital. Put a stop loss so the market maker can see where your money's sitting. Okay, market maker taps it. Ask yourself why price has completely risen to the upside and completely come back down to the fucking start of it. Look, ask yourself why it comes back. This is not a coincidence. Go back in the previous streams and you'll see me talk about this many a times. Look, price rises up. Look at where it finishes. Bang at the fucking start of that candle where they started building their shorts at higher prices. It finishes right there. They finish their intention. Here is where they induce buying the dip. So the guy who lost his money here has got an opportunity now to get back in because in his mind, this move is going to continue to the upside. Okay? So check this out. It goes up. The moon boy realizes a return. Happy days. Okay? He's in his money. He's got his money in good. It goes up. Then market makers bring it back down and take out the stops. Squashes that guy who initially brought the dip. Okay? Then what happens? It goes up again. He can buy the dip yet again. It goes up, up, up. The moon boy is happy and ecstatic. It's rising, it's rising. Look, price is going up, it's going up. And then one last push by the market maker. They spike the high. Some dumb motherfucker up here actually brought on that wick. Can you believe how he's feeling right now? Okay, market makers drop price. Here's buying the dip. If they can buy the dip down here, they're probably going to do it again. So the retail trader thinks, okay, I'm going to buy the dip, man. I'm going to load up as it drops so I can get it in cheaper. All right. Bad mistake of focusing on price. Big mistake. So then price drops, comes back down here. Everyone's buying the dip, buying the dip. They get one last attempt to believe that price is going to continue higher. They probably add a few more positions. Before you know it, market maker spikes the high, pin to the high, pin to the high, up it goes, traps the retail trader, keeps their money committed in this zone because they're buying the dip, and then before you know it, collapse. It drops. Price drops. So back to the concept of supply and demand. It's not because there's no supply, no demand up here because people aren't interested in buying. Okay, it's because the market maker has got enough liquidity trapped in this zone to effectively start working his shorts to the downside. And notice what happens. Why does price come back completely and recover this whole fucking move? Okay, then they bring it back into the zone, back to the 50. Where's price now? There she is. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Please forgive me for my fast talking, my abrupt tone, straight to the fucking point, alright? But this game is not for anyone faint-hearted. It's not for the lazy, okay? You gotta be fucking sharp in this game, I'm telling you, because you're dealing with the sharpest minds out there. They use high-frequency they're high-frequency traders. They program algorithms to fulfill millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of orders. Okay, they employ the smartest kids in the game. They employ them to create these algorithms to move price. They take all the orders and they fulfill them, and then they change direction. Remember, market maker has the deepest pockets, but he also doesn't have an infinite amount of money. He has a lot of it, but he hasn't got an infinite amount because he needs to realize a return. Because if he had an infinite amount of money, he wouldn't give a shit about seeing a return. He would just keep buying and buying and buying and sell as price goes higher. All right. The reason why price drops is because he can make money in both directions, but he's got a weekly target. He has, he has a rota to commit to. He's got an objective. When banks, governments, hedge funds all come to the marketplace with these fat orders, okay, they come to the market makers and they get them fulfilled. Market maker makes a profit on the spread. He also uses that money to make his orders realized, and he makes money off that. Okay? There's two types of money in this game, guys. There's the smart money and the dumb money. Which side are you on? Let me just go for a quick break. Let me just get myself a drink. 2 seconds. Just pay attention to the fact that Bitcoin hasn't actually gone down lower. Stopping volume. Price is going to retrace back to this red candle. Okay, it's going to recover this red candle. This is what we're looking for. There's no financial advice here, guys. I will never tell you when to enter or when to sell or when to exit, whatever. I'm going to tell you how the patterns work. You are responsible for your decisions. Because if you can't come to this game with the idea of being responsible, get the fuck out. You will not last 5 minutes in this game. And that's the harsh truth. Anyone that talks nice about trading is lying to you. Okay? This game is brutal. People have lost wealth. They've lost their homes. They've lost absolutely everything. Am I trying to talk you off it? Yes, I am. Because you've got to have a different mind. You have to want to learn this game. Okay? It's the hardest, easiest way to make money. Say that to yourself. All right, here we go. Cool. Now we're getting straight into it, guys. We're getting straight into it. You know, we ain't chilling anymore. We've just got to get this information out to you. Happy days. All right, where we at? Morning, guys. What's up? What's up? Will it touch 46? Who knows? Ethereum. Yeah, let's have a look at Ethereum. Let's discuss what Ethereum's doing. Just pay attention to the fact that this red candle is going to be fulfilled. This is what we want. This is what we're looking for. The reason being is because we understand the market maker has been building building longs at lower prices. He then needs to realize a return. He's been building them all the while here. Okay? Only if price continues, because for us to validate this pattern, it needs to come and break above a 50 EMA. So right now, there's nothing for us to do. There is nothing for us to do other than to wait. Remember, when someone is selling, yeah? Alex, when someone sells, someone has to be on the other side to buy. If we're talking physical Bitcoin, it's a different story. Chuck, I agree. You can't outsmart the pros, you just follow them. We're not trying to outsmart them, we're trying to follow them. That's the nature of this game. We're trying to follow these guys. We're trying to follow their intention. That's what we're looking for. All right? We're following their intentions. And how do they do it? These patterns appear over and over again. All right? They appear over and over again. Notice, look what she's doing. She's coming back up. Okay? They've set the intention. They've trapped enough liquidity. We need price now to continue back up. Okay? That's what we're looking for. All right? Notice how they're doing it now so that everything is set up for the week. Notice, for all the guys that have been coming here from day one, you know what's going to happen. You know exactly what's going to happen. Ethereum, let's have a look there. Oh, wow. Look at Ethereum. Stuck in the zone. There you go. And what Ethereum is showing different strength. Why? Because Ethereum is still above the 800 EMA on the hour time frame, which is the 4-hour 200 EMA. That's what's important. Notice, she's tapped it once, twice, third time. She didn't tap it this time. 3 is the magic number. Okay? 3 is the magic number. They do things in threes. Notice how Ethereum has completely recovered the red candle. Ethereum has been effectively the leader in all of this. She always moves first. Okay? Bitcoin moves afterwards. Let me bring Bitcoin back up here. There you go. That's what we're looking at. Notice, there's a 15-minute time frame on Ethereum right there and Bitcoin. They're recovering the previous zones. Why? They're getting their money out. Rishi, that's the principle. That's the principle. Okay? That's where she's at right now. Is 200k still on the table? You know what? Yeah. It pretty much is. Look, Ethereum completely recovered that candle. Why? Because they've triggered the shorts and now they're working the longs back up now. They've got their longs filled at lower prices, stopping volume on Ethereum. Price comes back up. Why is she moving up aggressively? Look at Bitcoin recovering the previous red candle. Let me bring up the hour again so that you can see it in a clear zone. She ain't doing that by accident, bruv. It's because they need to get their money out of this. They've trapped enough liquidity in here. Everyone is shit hyped now. Everyone is feeling like Bitcoin is going to drop down to the fucking depths of hell. Fair enough. If she does, so what? We'll catch the short. If price comes to the 50 EMA and bounces away from it and notable volume steps in and it goes lower, fine. We'll ride the short. The thing is, guys, you can't have a bias in this game. Trade what you see. You can't have a bias. If you have a bias, that means that if you go long, okay, Bitcoin's going to hit the 50, drop, continuously drop, but you're stuck in your long because you think Bitcoin is going to rise. You think it's going to go back to 60, so you then become a trader turn investor. You go from being a scalper to a swing trader. What the fuck is that? Establish your personality in this game. Determine what kind of trader are you. Are you impulsive? Scalping's for you. Are you patient? Swing trading may be for you. Are you super patient? Are you a monk? You're a position trader. You're buying and you're holding. End of. You don't care. You look at charts once a week. That's your game. Look at Ethereum, man. I'm telling you, Ethereum is going to run everything. She's so far, because let's jump back 6-7 weeks ago. It was Bitcoin that was moving all the time, and then Ethereum would follow. We tried to establish this form of fractional disparity between the two pairs, okay? We tried to work out, when Bitcoin moves up, will Ethereum follow? Okay, so this is what we found. When Bitcoin rises, Ethereum will either stall, okay, or when Bitcoin rises, Ethereum will rise with it. Or Bitcoin stalls, Ethereum rises. If Bitcoin rises, Ethereum will continue to rise. All right, and vice versa. That there is the fractional disparity. So in light of Forex, when I say in Forex the fractional disparity there, when they move the majors and hold the minors, hold them, move the minors, hold the majors. Okay, they did that last week. They held dollar yen. All right, they held all the major pairs and they moved the minors. All right, now dollar yen, she's dropped. Okay, and gold, wow. When gold is rising, it's because investors are scared. Gold is a safe haven. They move their money into gold. Okay, that's what they do. When gold drops, risk is on. That means investors are coming to try and realize return on their investments. So they put it into risky assets such as dollar yen. PC Shed, what's good, my man? Hey, bro, look, this is what we're trying to establish. Can't you combine swing trading and scalper trading? You can combine them on individual trades. Why? Because if you're going to try and put the same stop loss on a scalp, okay, that you would on a swing trade, yeah, you're just going to burn money. Think about it. A scalper, he opens high leverage. He's in deep. He gets in and he's out. Fast in, fast out. A swing trader, he's going to put a certain amount of size, not too much, but enough for him to realize a good return on his investment. And he's going to have a wider stop. So a swing trader will look for a 2-to-1, 3-to-1, or 4-to-1. A scalper, he's looking for a 1-to-1. He's in and he's out. He's not going to be in a trade long enough, right? That's how I learned. That's how I, understood this game. I needed to be a scalper. I'm impulsive. I snap. I switch. I'm in and I'm out. I have no bias. I don't care what price Bitcoin is at. Who cares? Ultimately, I'm going to do one or two things. I'm either going to trade a W formation, M formation, bounce off a 50, back to the 50. That's what I'm going to do. Tell me, what relevance does the price have? When you start applying the concept of value, okay, to your entries, you're going to stick to those fucking trades and they're going to be losing trades, all right? Because you, in your head, think Bitcoin needs to be at 60 or it needs to be at 30, it needs to be at 20. Get the idea of value out your head. If you're an investor, different story, all right? When you want to understand value, invest in stocks, all right? Look at a stock. Has it had accelerated earnings over the past 3 quarters, all right? What's its PE ratio? How much cash do they have, okay? How much money is in the bank, all right? What's its strategy? What's its product, right? Do you think Tesla is valued, correctly? Do you think Google is valued correctly? What's Facebook's utility? These are the sort of questions you ask yourself when you're investing in stocks. When you're trading, okay, you shouldn't give a shit what the price value is. That should be out your mind. Why? Because you're not in the trade long enough for the value to be realized. If you look at Bitcoin now, it's at 48,525, 48,000. Tell me, based on the concept of value, you think that because Bitcoin's 48 now, it's going to go up to 50 or 60 based on the value, on its utility. What can it do for the world? Who gives a fuck? You're a trader. You're in and you're out. Okay? Do you go to a fruit market, okay, and you're the seller of the fruit market, and that someone wants to come and buy something from you, and you stand there and say, there's this banana, and then this apple, okay? Usually in the summertime, apples are really nice, and then bananas, they're really good because they're X, Y, and Z. Shut the fuck up. Give me my apple or my banana. Let me pay for it in and out. Take the money. Yeah? That's why they call them market traders. They're about the quick transactions. They don't look at value. They look at what they can get from one point of time to another. Your job is not to be focused on price. Your job is to focus on where it moves to. Yes, there is an important aspect to understanding price. We do need to understand why the 50 or the 60 is important in light of the whole scheme of, you know, in terms of entries and exits. You know, why? Because market makers use whole numbers to effectively build positions. Let's look at the pricing phenomena in marketing. All right. Why is it you go into a store and you see it says £24.99? It's never £25. Why? Because you see £24.99 as cheaper than £25. It has more of an impression as it being cheaper than it does being expensive at £25. However, you then go on this next aisle and you see there's a discount of £50. Why do you never see them put a £9.99 discount or a £49.99 discount on anything? It's a whole number. It's impressionable. It makes you act because, wow, I'm saving £50. Not I'm saving £49.99. That's bullshit. It's no different in the marketplace. It's no different in the marketplace, guys. Market makers, they build positions below whole numbers. So look at it like this. Right now, where are we? We are below the 50k mark, okay? So if market makers are building longs below the 50k, that means when price rises, they got their orders in good so that they can smash out of the 50k and realize fat profits as it breaks away. Why? Because 50k is a psychological whole number. People feel good at 50. People feel good at 60. People feel good at 65. It's a whole number. That's how they move the price. Likewise, if price is above the 50k mark, so if it's at 51, 52, okay, they will work their shorts above those areas so that when price does drop down to the 50, they got their money in good and it smashes through. Ask yourself, go and look back in price and notice when price breaks a key number. Why is it always an aggressive move? Because everyone is there. They're ready with their orders. That's what the market maker has moved price to. He's effectively got people there trapped. All right? That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. Whew. Man, that has shocked me out. Bitcoin recovered pretty much 50% of the red candle. During the start of the stream, we said she would. And that's exactly what she's done. There's what? There's 2,000 viewers and it says 1,000. No. The patrons, you're gonna get a video later on. All right. You're gonna get a video later on of me talking about a live trade that I took at the weekend. Yes, I took a trade at the weekend. Yes, I tell you not to, but there's a reason why I took this trade, because it was really to help you guys understand something, and I thought you needed to see this. Okay. But I've been effectively short in Ethereum since this zone here. Caught the short on Ethereum, and then we caught, yeah, we did pretty good today. We shorted the fuck out of Ethereum today. Saw this candle earlier on, I thought, they're gonna drop price, man. They are gonna drop Ethereum. They moved price up, moved it again. I waited for the volume to die down. That's exactly what happened. Moved away from the 50 EMA. Bang, she dropped. Yes, but guys, listen. This is like, you know, It's so important. Spit some bars, man. I ain't long in anything. I've got no positions. Another FUD video. Is there another FUD video? Oh, man. The support resistance, yes, Fox Gaming, listen, support and resistance does matter, but the true support and resistance, all right? True support and resistance. True support and resistance is the psychological high and low that is established at the start of the week, all right? Let me show you. The psychological high and low that forms at the start of the week. Now, let me explain something to you. Can you see this green line here? All right, let me just zoom in a little bit. Let me drop down to the 15-minute time frame just so you can see. Okay, can you see this? Is everyone good with these two lines here? Yeah? Give me a 1 if you're in. Yeah, I'll hold crypto. Yep, cool. Happy days. All right, cool. This is the true psychological high and low. Just so you guys can understand what's going on. All right, we'll calm it down a little bit. All right. Psychological high and psychological low are the true support and resistance on charts. Why? Because the first high and the first low that is formed at the start of the trading week. Yeah? This is the range that the market makers set the spread. Have you noticed that once Sydney opened, okay, the Asian session opened, price started getting busy? The setting of this zone is where, at the start of the week, the market makers, you know, they look at the order flow, they look at their order books, and they work out where they're going to be sending price based on the flow of money that's coming in. All right, the first high is here. Get this number down, guys. Now, it might be different on TradingView, but you need to understand its importance. 51048. Get that number down. Type 1 when you've done it. Emergency videos about Bitcoin. Let them do their emergency videos. It's all good. Yep, you've got that number. Cool. 51048. That's the psychological high right there. The next number is the 49232. Get that down. When you've done it, type 1 so I know where everyone's at. Alright, cool. Here we go. Remember, guys, people are feeling bearish, bullish, whatever. This is a short-term day trading strategy, alright? We ain't in trades long enough to be concerned about bullish or bearish behavior. We're not interested. We're in to get our money in good and get out. Okay? Private account. You're asking for financial advice there, bro. I can't give you that. All right? So, check this. The psychological high and low. This is where the market makers effectively set the spread. They set their intention for the rest of the week. Now, price, 9 times out of 10, okay, will look to revert back to that zone. Look at what Bitcoin's doing. She's coming back to the psychological low. If and only if Bitcoin comes back to this zone right here, we will know where the market maker wants price. Okay, why? Because if they've set the zone here, okay, they can do one of two things. They can either trade away from it to the upside or trade away from it to the downside. Look at what they've done. They set the range, they traded away from it, but they've snapped back price towards it. Why? Because that's where they set their spread. That's where they set their orders for the start of the week. Look at it. Very busy. Notable volume. Candles, big candles, up and down. There's no clear direction in here. Why is price coming back towards that zone? It's the true psychological support and resistance. When someone does this and says this is a support and resistance, it's bullshit. That's nothing. All right? It's absolutely nothing. Let me find a zone just to disprove it for you. Okay, let's take this zone right here. All right, that's resistance. When it comes back to it, it will become support. Oh, okay, it's gone away. Happy days. If you're in a long here, it's come back to it, pulled away, smashed straight through it. That's bullshit. That's not true support and resistance. If the principle of support and resistance was true in this area here, okay, that when old support becomes new resistance becomes new support, old resistance becomes new support, well then price should have bounced from this point. It should have continued higher. If you go back in the streams, guys, you will see me discussing this psychological high and low, and you see how it plays out all the time. All right? Just focus on those two price levels that I gave you. Just have a look at it. Okay? The psychological lines for Ethereum are here. Okay, here we go. For Ethereum, it is. Look at Ethereum. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me about support and resistance. What the fuck is that? Look. What is that? It pinned it, touched it, bounced away from it. What is that? That's the true support and resistance. How and why would it come to that point there? Look at the confluence. Asian session low, bounce away. Now look at it. It can only do one thing. It can break away from the psychological high and continue higher. That's what we anticipate it to do. That's what we want it to do. Okay? We will only know when we see confirmation. There's no confirmation right now. We're on a lower time frame. The psychological high for Ethereum is 2293. 2293. When you're done with that, give me a few ones. The way you determine the psychological high and low is you take the first high and the first low that is formed at the start of the new trading week. Okay? So we'll go back to Bitcoin in a second and I'll show it to you. All right? Now, the psychological low for Ethereum is 2167. 2167. All right? You got that? Happy days. All right? Now, look. The psychological high and low, how it's formed is like this. This is where the market starts, the new market, okay? The new week. It started on this platform on the 24th at 10 to 5 in the morning. But remember, this is based on a Moscow. The broker here, it says Moscow B. It's the broker server is based in Moscow, which is roughly about 10 o'clock in the evening UK time, GMT. Okay? Now, the first high was there, right there. It pulled away, so the first high is formed. Wait for the first low. The first low is there. Price pulls away. The moment it pulls away, it's the first low. If the next candle touches it again, doesn't matter. The first low of the session, okay? Because look, it done it there and price is above it. Price is below it, sorry. It's the first low, okay? This range determines what the market maker's going to do for the rest of the week. Notice it's stuck in this range now. Ethereum is in this range right now. We know that they're working their spread. They're adding to their orders, okay? Because come tomorrow, when the market opens, we're going to see a false move. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is where the true move happens. For the past 3-4 days, Bitcoin and Ethereum have been stuck at these lows. If they had intention to send it lower, they will send it lower during these times. Why? Because there's hardly any liquidity and it's an opportunity for them to move. We've had some information about Biden or whatever, and they haven't moved it lower, okay? They've had every reason to move price lower, and they haven't. Will they move it later on? Who knows? This is the nature of uncertainty. This is the nature of the game. We wait for a pattern to come out. The peak formation, the W, okay, will show itself when it comes away from the 50 EMA, which is on the, the hourly. Look. Oh, there you go. If you watch the projections channel, okay, which is pinned to the top of this chat, the projections channel spoke about price coming back into this zone, okay? Did it once, did it twice, okay? And it's pulled back, all right? Notice what's happening with Ethereum, man. She is showing some fantastic price action. This is why I only trade Ethereum, because Ethereum respects levels. All right. She's shown support at the M2. If the M2 is confirmed, we progressively see a move to the M4. She effectively did that there. Okay. Now we're working on the M3 pivot. If the M3 pivot is formed, price should effectively work to the M5. My projection is 2481 and 2630 again. All right, the projections channel highlighted this, okay? So it wasn't a surprise to anyone when it happened, all right? Now, I think, let's have a look at XRP. See, XRP forming exactly the same base. Ask yourself, why are they holding them? Why are they holding these zones? All right, everyone is scared right now. Everyone is selling now. You know, market makers, it's the best time for them now to move price in the opposite direction because everyone is selling. Yeah. Time wave, man. No worries, brother. Stephanie, how you doing, man? Where you been? Where you been, Stephanie? My projection for Ethereum this year, I couldn't tell you that, man. I couldn't tell you where Ethereum's going to be in the next year. You know, I couldn't tell you. It's irrelevant. You know, it's as a short-term day trader, my job is to not really care about where Ethereum's going to go in the next year. I'm interested in Ethereum going to, you know, in the next 2-3 hours, 5 hours max. 6 hours is like a week for a fucking scalper. Yeah, it's a long time. PC, verify. You know? Mike. Yeah? Excuse me, sorry. That is terrible on my behalf. Okay then. What we got here? Just looking at the comments. I'm trying to find a question if anyone needs me to answer. Tina, about the psychological high and low. Can we set those ranges before 12 a.m.? No, you can't, because you won't know where the first high and low is set. Once the marketplace opens, okay, when you know the start and the close, sorry, the start of a new week, okay, you wait for the high and the low. Alternatively, guys, you can do this. Go into the description, all right? There is a link to download this platform. It's free of charge. You can download this platform. Once you're done there, go to the Discord, and in one of the channels it says indicators download. Everything is there for you. It's all free of charge. Doesn't cost a single penny. How do you hunt the 1 minute? Well, I'm going to be sending a video to the patrons shortly, okay, and it's going to explain a little bit about that. So I hope that can cover that for you. Yeah, the Asian market, look, the Asian market did open a few moments ago, okay? The times might be wrong on here, guys, okay? Might be wrong, okay? But the open itself, the actual trading session is the start right here. When these brokers open, okay, it's the start right there. That's where it starts. The psychological high and low for Ethereum, okay, which is here, all right? That is when the broker opens on this platform, all right? What are you considering the start of the new week? Because these makers are based on yesterday's numbers. Forgive me misinterpreting. Right, Latin nerd, listen. This platform, okay, it has a stop-start system, okay? They close the platform for a few hours, regulate the spreads, and then they open it again. If you look at the smaller time frames right here, you'll see, right, that there is a gap. Can you see the gap? There's a gap in price. All right. The reason there's a gap in price is because they've dealt with an influx of orders pre-market, and they've filtered that and they've factored that in with prices across the board. Okay. So remember, when this is closed, they get the price feeds from all the other platforms, okay, other servers, and they factor that into their platform, which relates to a gap up or a gap down. Okay. So that they can regulate normality of price across the board. Okay. So that gap there is the start of the week. All right. No, DeFi J, listen, the wicks don't affect the pattern. They don't. Don't make that mistake, because you'll be forever trying to draw a pattern based on the wicks and it will just never look like a W. All right? All you need to do is just look at this. Look. All you need to do is effectively just say to yourself, what do we see right here? We see pin to the low, pin, pin, pin. Okay? So we've got 4 pins right there. Can we draw a W on this? Of course we can. First leg, vector. Brings price back to the 50. Brings it back down again. Higher than the previous leg. Rise. That's what we anticipate. Now, if I did it based on what I saw in terms of price, that would be up there. That would be there. This would be here or here. Which one would you pick? Would it invalidate if I put it here? Would it invalidate if I put it here? Would it invalidate if I put it here? Do you understand? It's variation on the theme. Okay? If you can see the pattern, all right, 9 times out of 10, okay, you've got the right structure. Remember, it's a variation, guys. This is just a structure for our mind's eye to see what's going on. Okay, Bitcoin, whoa. Okay, G needs to come back to the psychological high right there. The psychological low. All right, this vector to the downside, man. Look, W formation on the RSI outside the volatility band. RSI has come back up above the market signal, okay, which is the red line. It's continued back to the market base, which is this yellow line. All right. It will retrace, continuation back to the upside, W formation there, W formation on the chart. Right there, that there is a W formation. Watch, drop down to the 5-minute time frame. What do you see? Small W formation right there. Vector 1, rise, vector 2, rise up. Or, what else do you see? Tell me what else you can see. You can see an inverted head and shoulders. Railroad tracks, Mike. Yeah? Inverted head and shoulders is a variation of a W formation. Price has now come back to the 50 EMA on the 5-minute time frame. Okay? The pivot point is in sight. One or two things can happen. It can continue from that point, tap the psychological low, continue above to the 200 EMA. Once it breaks out of this area, we anticipate the following: rise, retrace, continuation back to the upside. There's your pattern. Range daily high in sight. That's what we ideally would like to see. But we need to wait for price to come over this area. Drop to the 15-minute time frame. What do we see? Price is nowhere near the 50. All right? So you've got to be careful. You need to trade in line with the time frame that you're looking at. Do not make decisions on the 5-minute time frame to determine whether or not you enter on the hourly. You'll just be at a loss. Okay? MT4. I'll always use MT4. The Discord link is expired. Let me sort that out for you. 2 seconds, guys. Look, market ciphers. Look, I'm not going to sit here and condemn anyone else's strategy. If it works for them, it works for them. Happy days. All right. I've got people in here that use market cipher, okay, in conjunction with this, and it works for them because you're adding caution to caution. All right. You're adding caution to caution right there. There's your Discord link, guys. Let me spam the chat. There's the Discord. Oh, shit. Yeah. That's the double link, guys. Forget that last one. That's the Discord right there. So here we go. Bitcoin wanting to come back up to this zone right here. If you also notice as well, right, on the trading view, all right, you can see now Ethereum. Look at what she's doing. She's coming back up. Ethereum is looking to come back up. Remember, guys, whatever happens, okay, this is why we wait for patterns. All right, this is the importance of waiting for the pattern to play out. All right, if Ethereum has locked the peak formation, all right, it needs to continue higher. All right, We project that she should be coming back into this zone. Why? Because this is where they opened previous longs at lower prices. Yeah? As long as Ethereum stays above this zone, happy days. Remember, you always have to have the novelty of uncertainty. Don't think that everything is guaranteed. All right? It's not all guaranteed. Because all we know, guys, tomorrow, okay, markets could open and everything could completely tank. Are they finished? This is what we're waiting for. And anyone that's been coming to this stream should know this by now. They should know that the market makers themselves, when they're ready, they are ready, and they make their intention clear. All right? For anybody new here, if I've blown your mind, you know, I've rambled in your ear, forgive me, but I'm passionate about this. I've been doing it too long. And people that are already in this game, okay? Michael, who made a grand at the start of this stream. There you go. Happy days. But look, it's I do this because I genuinely, I just want to get better at my craft. Simple as. All right, then. Listen, I'm going to end the stream, all right? Don't want to keep these streams too long because I want people at least to come back to them and watch them without it being too long. But we're going to get on a Call of Duty session as well, so keep an eye out. We're going to get back on there, all right? Remember, guys, don't take this too seriously, man. It's trading at the end of the day. Don't let it break your mind. You know, you wait for a pattern to play out, wait for it to play, okay? Make your decisions. You're responsible for your own stuff, man. Because if you can't claim responsibility, this game isn't for you. I want to thank everyone. Mad love to everyone new, okay? Welcome to the channel, all right? But we're going to get another stream up, okay? We're going to go and play some Call of Duty with Mike Dutch, all right? Make sure you join the projections channel. It's pinned to the chat, okay? Mad love to all of you guys. Thank you so much, all right? And I'll be speaking to you guys later. We're going to go over to Twitch, all right? Okay. Take it easy. Mad love. See you in a bit.